Hurry into Safeway to play the Monopoly Collect and Win game before it's too late. Purchase participating products and earn bonus tickets. You can also play online at playmonopoly.us. Shop with your club card during the buy one, get one free meat and seafood sale. And get family favorites like fresh 90% ground beef and more. Plus, pick up blueberries, blackberries, or raspberries, buy one, get one free of equal or lesser value. Safeway, it's just better. See game rules at playmonopoly.us. Monopoly is a trademark of Hasbro and is used with permission.
Hi, I'm Stunning Stella Cheeks.
And I'm the Enigma Erin Klein.
And this is
Not Your Demographic,
a feminist wrestling podcast.
Shockingly, those exist.
We don't have a full-length episode this week because I'm on vacation. I'm in New York City.
New York City!
So we're doing this little mini-sode that we recorded the week before. So sorry if none of this is timely. And we're just going to answer some questions that we have.
Yeah. All right, let's start. This one's from the Lady J.
Oh, hi, JJ.
Hey, Jay! Now that TNA seems to be in a relationship with AAA and possibly using some of Lucha Underground's talents, does Stella see hope for TNA? Long pause.
Truthfully, no. My gut instinct says no.
My gut instinct also says no.
Because I feel like these partnerships that TNA does, because they've done many in the past, I feel like they fizzle out rather quickly because people realize that working for TNA is awful.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they're under new management and it's Jeff Jarrett, but I also feel like working with Jeff Jarrett is really hard, so that doesn't give me a lot of hope either.
Even though I don't watch it anymore, I want it to succeed.
Yeah, I want it to do really well.
I want people to have jobs. I would like to watch it again someday. I just couldn't emotionally invest in a Jarrett product.
Yeah, I really can't either.
And in really a product where, it just has a messy focus, and it is interesting that, Hernandez got, in a lot of trouble for being on Impact and Lucha Underground at the same time, and now they're doing, a signing. Well, I guess it's less Lucha Underground signing and more AAA, but, still interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting turn of events for sure.
And it would also depend on who from AAA is going to be there.
Yeah, Tejano? No, thank you. I do not care. The only Tejano match I've ever watched and been man, I really liked this, was the bar fight. Literally, that is the only one I can even remember. I just don't care about him at all. He seems like a natural fit to be moving from AAA to TNA, and I don't care. I will not tune in for Tejano. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm very curious. I will keep paying attention.
Yes, I will also keep paying attention. If there are good people I'm down for that. Does that mean that we're going to get, I
feel like it will be less likely that the big stars of Lucha are going to be on there and more stars from AAA that are not necessarily on Lucha.
That would make me think Taya, though, because she's a huge star.
Yeah, but she's a huge star at Lucha, so I feel like there's going to be some tricky contract stuff. Yeah. Also, I saw Prince Puma tweet about it, and he was not happy. He was like, "Oh, so people can go over to Impact, but I'm not allowed to go anywhere else on TV? Huh?
Yep.
Somebody
salty.
Have you seen all of the, speaking of just being on different TV things, and mostly speaking of Prince Puma, which made me think of Ricochet, which made me think of Tessa Blanchard.
Okay, yes.
That Havoc and Tessa Blanchard have been in Japan and Stardom lately.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done tons of research where I don't know if things have been released, but I really want, and they've been teaming up and doing solo matches.
Cool.
I really want to see Jessica Havoc and Tessa Blanchard fight in Stardom. So when I have a little bit more time, I will definitely be seeking that stuff out because that all seems super dope.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I'm totally down for that. Awesome. That's good news. There was a lot of rumors, too, that Tessa was coming to WWE. I like the idea of her going out and doing other stuff.
Yeah.
And building up her wrestling and coming back to WWE. Also, she's dating Chris Hero. She's got a place. I also heard... No, that's right. He's dating Rachel Ellering.
Yeah.
Other legend star.
I was Tasha Blanchard is 100% dating Ricochet, which is why I had that train of thought.
No, that you're totally right. I absolutely confused that.
That's fair. I can see how they are easily confused.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Legends' daughters, they both have dark hair. They look similar to me.
You don't have to explain yourself. I feel like people understand.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
We have this email from Joseph. It says, "Hey, Stella and Erin, big fan here. I sometimes tweet at you both. Thank you.
Hey.
Just wondering if you have any worries about the results of the shakedown. I personally am worried for The Miz and Maurice on Raw. It really felt like after all of his amazing work with the IC title and the Cena-Bella feud that he was on his way towards becoming a SmackDown main eventer and possibly even winning the Money in the Bank again, which I would have loved. But now that he's on Raw along with Ambrose, I'm afraid we're going to see another feud with him and Dean.
We are.
Fun fact, we are. We also are not a huge fan of them. I'll be excited to see who else he gets to work with, along with Brock, Braun, Roman, Finn, and Seth. I'm afraid he's going to get lost in the shuffle. At first, they teased us with a Miz Shinsuke story, which would have been great, and then a Sammy Miz story, which also would have been great. Now I'm just sort of left wondering what's next for him. I don't know. I'm also going to miss him on Talking Smack. On the plus side, with them, Alexa and Mickey on Raw, I'm now more interested in watching it than I was before. Anyways, thanks for reading this and putting out an amazing content on a weekly basis. I read that very fast. My brain, shorted out near the end.
That's all right.
Yeah, I mean, I am... Miz and Dean, I feel like, are definitely the ones, and we touched on this on our last week's episode, where it's just like, we're doing this again?
Yeah, it definitely feels like that.
Which sucks.
They're both really good at it, and I think that they're gonna definitely have a good match, or a series of good matches, but also I hope that they move in other directions.
Right, and they're also, unfortunately, I feel like you're right, on SmackDown, I feel like they felt like they could be in the main event at any time. It feels less like that on Raw, especially since Brock has the title.
Yeah, Brock has the title. We all know Brock and Roman is what's happening next year at WrestleMania, so, that's definitely not happening.
Unless one of them dies. Let's hope Brock dies. I don't know. He's a bad person. I don't feel bad for saying that.
That's true. He stomps on baby birds. He's a bad human. I'm a little worried about Miz and Maurice, but also, they found space for Rusev and Lana, who are no longer on that show, and now Miz and Maurice are gonna fill that spot, and, they make room for that, so I think that they'll be okay.
Also, Miz and Maurice are good at making themselves... They're good at taking up space and being like, no, we can do this. I'm pretty sure that the Toto Bellas bullshit was, a brainchild of theirs. Or at least, they were heavily involved with that. I feel like...
Yeah.
I feel like they will be fine. It just might be a little bit of a stale storyline for a while.
Yeah, for a minute, and they've got to set stuff up. But I think they'll be fine. I'm honestly not that worried about them. It is disappointing.
I think it'll just be a little boring for us for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. We'll still get good wrestling out of it, and Miz is always fire on the mic, so
fire.
That'll be good too. So I'm a little disappointed, but I think it'll be okay. I think it's okay.
I think everything's gonna be okay.
I think it's gonna be okay. I'm also excited about Alexa and Mickey on the Raw.
I'm excited about Alexa. Belt. I honestly could give two shits about Mickey.
I like that she... I don't want her to win the title. This is another one of those, I wish they could just say that people aren't there for the belt. I would really like it if Mickey could just come out and be like, I am literally only here to make your life fucking miserable. I don't want to do anything else. I'm going to have matches, I'm going to show you how great I am, and then I'm going to come beat you up some more. You're going to have a match, I'm going to fuck your life up. That's all I want from Mickey. And I feel like that's a good place for her. She is good. She's not the greatest, and she is older. She's not an old lady or anything, but she is older and, only has so much time left. This is also a good use of her to come out and be like, I can just kick your ass. I don't need to do anything else. I'm a 6-time women's champion. I don't need your fucking belt. I'm just gonna beat ass while I'm here. And I feel like she can do that on Raw and would not have been able to do that on SmackDown. They have enough different kinds of heels on Raw that Mickey doesn't have to fill that space of Raw women's heel seeking for a championship. She can be secondary storyline on Raw, where I don't think that she fit that space on SmackDown very well. There were other people who could have filled that spot and are now filling that spot on SmackDown's lower women's card.
Yeah. I just don't click with Mickey, so I'm just like,
I hate her pants so much. I hate them
she does that
so much.
Dumb pants.
Stop shopping in the junior section. I swear to God.
I mean, that's just her outfit from before.
Yeah. But her street clothes that she wears are from the junior section.
No, her street clothes are from the 2000s. That's different.
the junior section.
No, just the 2000s. Read another question.
All right, fine. Fine, I will. This one is from Sharkazor. Matt Levy. Levy?
Just say Sharkazor.
Sharkazor. Which is a great handle, by the way. All right. Well, gosh, in this post-shake-up, post-gender world, what are some interesting or wild feud matches pushes you'd like to see? That's a good question.
I want to see Becky and Ellsworth fight. I want them to let them fight.
I do too. I really, really want to see that.
I want her to kill him.
I do too. I love him as Carmella's valet. I was totally against it at first, but now I love it.
Now that there doesn't seem to feel like there's a romantic angle to it
at all.
That he's just her
he's just her
ballet.
hype man. Yeah.
That works so much better.
Yeah.
I didn't like it with the romantic angle, but I like it where she's just like, yeah, he just follows me around and tells everybody how great I am.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
That works.
It was there was this weird period where he was like, she's my girlfriend. Oh, she's not. And Carmella was like, I'm going to actively ignore that you said that, and I'm just gonna pretend that you did it. And so I feel like it's almost a natural progression now too, that he's just come out the other side of it and was like, well, that didn't work. I like you, so I'm just gonna hang around and be your hype man and tell everyone how great you are. And she's like, yeah, okay, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah,
your style has improved. I can deal with looking at you.
I can deal with this.
So I also think that's a great idea. I'd love to see, and Becky's pushing hard for intergender wrestling, which good.
And honestly, if you're gonna let them do do one where it's a squash. An Ellsworth match is just gonna be her killing him.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that, I'm totally down for something like that. Other feuds I'm really looking forward to. Honestly, I would love to see Alexa Bliss and Nia fight at some point, just to have a grudge match, fuck you fight. I like the idea of them as a pair. I like the idea of them fighting each other. They're just so physically different that I'm very interested to see how they match up.
I want to see a Ty Dillinger Mike Bennett fight. I want to see a Ty Dillinger Mike Bennett feud.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I want that so bad. Oh my god.
I want to see a Maria and Breezango backstage segment where they're all just doing each other's hair.
I really want Summer to come back on SmackDown and be with Breezango and have Summer get killed by Maria Kanellis. I feel like that's a good use for Summer, honestly.
Summer's a better wrestler than her, for sure.
Really? You think so?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
I mean, Summer's a good wrestler. I wouldn't say Summer's a fantastic wrestler, though.
Maria's great on the mic. Maria is not a great wrestler and has never really been a great wrestler and has never really strove, whatever. It's never been her focus.
That's true. It has never been her focus. That's a good point.
Summer is a much better wrestler than Maria.
I feel like we're going to wind up with a Lana Maria fight at some point, which makes me...
Well, I'm confident that Maria could kill Lana.
Yeah, I would agree with that, honestly.
It would have been interesting if Lana was old rides on a tank Lana with Rusev to have Rusev and Lana versus Mike Bennett and Maria. That would have been very interesting.
Yeah, no,
but
it's garbage.
This Lana, garbage? No.
Shit Lana?
Shit Lana? No.
Unacceptable.
No.
Any men's feuds?
Or any ones on Raw, because we've only talked about... we've really only talked about SmackDown. Well, I want Zack Ryder to come back and fight Miz.
Yeah.
And win.
I would really like that. I think that would be a good matchup. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. That's sad. I don't know. I want AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura to fight each other, because they're gonna, and it's gonna be fucking incredible. I kind of hope they slow burn it, though. I don't want them to burn it off right away. Honestly, that could be WrestleMania
dream
next
of dreams
year.
That won't happen. I want Finn to kill Brock Lesnar. But that's not going to happen.
That'll never happen. I would love that.
Yeah.
Finn versus Dean. I would love to see Finn versus Dean.
That would be great.
I think that's a really good matchup that,
a very possible matchup.
Absolutely. Very possible. I think that would be super good. Also, I'm legitimately looking forward to Bray versus Finn. It's going to be weird. I'm going to like it. Finn's going to win because LOL, fuck you, Bray forever. But, that's a moment
LOL,
where
fuck you, Bray.
I'm kind of cool with that, I guess. Also, I can't wait for Matt Hardy to be broken so we can get our final wizard battle between Bray Wyatt and broken Matt Hardy.
Wizard battle?
That in my life. I need that wizard battle, so hard. That is a match I'm very much looking forward to. It's definitely going to happen at some point.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
I feel like that's why they brought Bray over to Raw with Matt Hardy, because like that is a plan that they have to do at some point. Like, can you imagine the WrestleMania entrance packages for Wizard versus Wizard? Like, hello, this shit writes itself.
They're not wizards.
Are they? Aren't they? I feel like they are both.
They're not
definitely wizards.
They're not wizards. One is a hellspawn and one is like an ambassador of the 7 deities. That's not wizardry. That's spirituality.
They use magic.
So?
Isn't that a wizard?
Well, Jesus used magic. Is he a wizard?
Yeah, he's a wizard zombie. Hello?
Is Santa a wizard?
Yes. I have not considered that, but I guess he must be. He did charm 12 reindeer to be able to fly, so he must be a wizard.
What if all reindeer do know how to fly?
And they just choose not to? All right. I will also accept that.
But isn't that in and of itself magical? So are reindeers wizards?
No, wizards are people.
Oh, okay, pardon me. Pardon me. You have the last question.
Okay.
Just be prepared.
As if. Are you kidding? Okay. All right. This one's an easy. This is a softball one.
This one's an easy.
This is an easy from Crazy Chris 576. How much do you enjoy Akira Tozawa's antics on 205 Live?
More than anticipated.
Yeah, he's really good at it. He's very good at it.
I love very loud wrestlers, like people who are loud when they wrestle.
I love that.
Not even that, but just like when he's doing a move, making like a large noise. So I'm already just like on his side.
Mm-hmm, I agree.
But I also just hate Brian Kendrick, so
yeah,
it's very easy to be on Tozawa's side.
And it also feels like a really good way to have turned the tables on this, like, here are these long series of lessons where Brian Kendrick is being a heel and being a dick, and then it's like, oh, actually, Tozawa's great at this. I will never, ever be over Akira Tozawa ringing the bell and then just holding it over his head with that shit-eating grin like, I did it! I rang the bell, everybody! It was me! I did it! I loved that.
I'm great.
I thought that was fantastic. So I love it. I think it's great. And I also I like that Tozawa speaks more English than people probably thought that he did originally. Like, he's good at this. Like, he speaks better English than Shinsuke does. He is clearer about it and, like, is better at delivering. Part of it is because they make Shinsuke talk with his fucking mouth guard in for some reason, which makes no sense at all. Like,
or he's just a weirdo and doesn't take it out because he thinks it's
both.
Yeah,
it's probably both. But like, Tozawa's really good at that, and like, I think that's good too, that he leads that way in confidence of English as second language Asian stars that they're bringing in. Like,
yeah.
I can do this, other people can do this, you just have to give us the space and the time to show that we can do it. And like, I think he's doing a great job with it. And I love him. I think he's wonderful. Like, I will love when he's the Cruiserweight champion. It's gonna happen eventually. You know who I want to see fight? Other matchups? Tozawa versus Austin Aries. Put that shit in a ring together and make them have a long feud. Into it.
Do you think 205 Live has a long shelf life?
I don't know, honestly. I think it sort of depends on how they integrate the UK Championship into it, because they're going to have
the UK Championship is going to have their own show,
right? And so that makes me wonder, like, are they touring with SmackDown, or is that like a separate thing that they're doing? Because it feels like it's going to be like an hour, sort of like 205 Live is. So it depends on the schedule in which they run it. I think if you can have an hour of NXT on Wednesdays and an hour of 205 Live on Tuesdays and an hour of the UK tournament or the UK show on Thursdays, like, I think you can mix all three of those together in a way that, like, not everyone has to be watching 205 Live for them to continue using it. It really is going to depend on how many people stay at the house shows and how many people stay after the tapings for SmackDown. So I think it has...
There's a little girl falling asleep in the front row on 205 Live this week. It was not a great look.
Yeah, that's the thing, is it's like, I almost want them to either divest from the taping it live there and, like, do 205 Live at Full Sail. Those fucking nerds will show up for that shit at 10 o'clock at night. You can get the audience you want for that. Like, it just... I feel like they need to find their groove with it. And, like, it has gotten much better. And it's not just that the crowds are, like... They don't completely disconnect now. There are people who are invested in, who are there to see these guys. It's just, like, it's late. And
yeah,
like,
it's late on a weeknight.
Yeah, on a fucking
like,
Tuesday. And, like, that's hard, and it's a big momentum shift. We've talked about this a lot, to go from the end of SmackDown to 205 Live. Like, you've totally brought your crowd down. They're in a very different place. So it's, I don't know. I'm really not sure. I would like for them to continue having a long shelf life. I like the idea. I think it works better when they have their own hour as opposed to just being on Raw.
Agreed.
That was a fucking disaster. Like, they cannot just, if they have to just be on Raw, they should just get rid of the division and integrate them into the rest of the roster.
Yeah, I agree.
So I hope so. I hope that it has a long shelf life. That would be nice. I think they do a good job of telling extended storylines on 205 Live too, which is important.
Yeah, and they do a good job of using their whole roster.
Absolutely. It's not everyone is getting title shots all the time, but they shouldn't. Like, not
but everyone
it's not necessary.
I can't think of one person who isn't involved in something that's a cruiserweight right now. I guess Oni, but he's new, and Cedric because he's hurt, but I can't think of another person who doesn't have anything to do, who's just sitting in the back.
Yeah, I can't either.
Like, that's good.
Yeah, and that's a product of keeping your division kind of small, which is really smart. Like, they need to do that. Like, you have 20 minutes of TV time on Mondays, and then you have an hour to fill. Like, you don't need that many people.
Well, and they also do a good job, like, so Gallagher wasn't on 205 Live, but he did get a long match on Raw.
Right,
so, like,
exactly.
everyone is doing something.
Yes, totally agree. And I think they're also doing a good job now of not just doing stuff on Monday that they're going to repeat on 205 Live. Like, they've started to figure out, like, we do need to use everybody. We've got to get it together.
Especially, like, if you want people to tune in, like, if somebody's like, well, you can't main event it. It can't be like, well, I've seen that match. You're just going to replay that match for me.
Right, exactly. Exactly. That was the last question.
All right, well, we'll be back next week with a full-length episode. Hope you like this minisode. At least we recorded something for you.
Yeah.
Hope the whole world of wrestling hasn't fallen apart, but if you want to know our opinions about it, we are both very active on Twitter.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just...
You can figure it out.
Yeah, you can figure out our opinions.
Okay.
And then we'll be back talking about Payback, because Payback will be that Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I will assume, let's just say right now that both of us have devoted some time and we wrote up a little predictions post and we put it on our Tumblr.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's what we did. Go to our Tumblr.
Go to our Tumblr.
If you want to know our predictions, go to our Tumblr and then tune in next week to hear our reactions. That's the word.
Yes, that's the word.
It's very late at night. We recorded 2 podcasts. Okay. Give me a goddamn break.
Okay. Where can people find you on the internet?
At Stella_Cheeks.
I'm at Urgency.
Find us at notyourdemographic.tumblr.com and at cagesideseats.com.
You can email us at notyourdemo@gmail.com.
With more questions.
We clearly need more because we just read all of our questions.
Read all of our questions. Please find us on iTunes and rate, review, and subscribe.
Yeah.
The reviews mean a lot.
Yes.
For my vanity.
Also, apparently, they do good things for helping.
Well, yeah, there are
people
algorithms
see
and things, but also my vanity. My vanity is the most important part.
That's true. That's a good point.
That's a great point.
Oh, well, okay. Okay.
Well, all right, then. Shut up, Demis.
Yeah.
Say hi to savings at Old Navy and OldNavy.com with up to 40% off all jeans, all pants, and all tees. And don't forget to come in now to redeem your super cash. Hurry in today. High fashion, Old Navy. Valid 4/25 through 4/30. Excludes clearance, active, licensed, and men's package tees.
Hurry into Safeway to play the Monopoly Collect and Win game before it's too late. Purchase participating products and earn bonus tickets. You can also play online at playmonopoly.us. Shop with your club card during the buy one, get one free meat and seafood sale. And get family favorites like fresh 90% ground beef and more. Plus, pick up blueberries, blackberries, or raspberries, buy one, get one free of equal or lesser value. Safeway, it's just better. See game rules at playmonopoly.us. Monopoly is a trademark of Hasbro and is used with permission.